This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Greetings from the Philippines to the world. We are on Facebook Live on Eagle News and Net25 TV and also on our streaming site eaglenewslive.com. Watch us on our YouTube channel at Net25 TV. I am Cesar Vallejos. Welcome to Open for Business. Join me discover the latest news and information in business around the world. Stay ahead of the curve from vision to action. The beauty sector is rich with possibilities that generates millions of pesos. From salons, barbershops, and spa, entrepreneurs out there can pursue opportunities and build a successful business in the demanding and ever-changing business of beauty. We have a young beauty entrepreneur who will share how she is fighting to remain in business in spite of the pandemic. Jaisal, CEO of Vandara Aesthetics Elite, will be with us in this week's episode of Open for Business.
Tingnan na lang natin kung sino ang mapipili ngayon.
Yung connection between a performer sa audience is very important.
Panibagong weekly qualifiers ang haharap sa entablado ng TNG upang labanan ang pinapangarap nilang 2 million pesos. Kaya naman, tutok na sa mas intense na kantahan dito sa biggest talent competition on Philippine TV and online. Ito po ang Bagay Sinagaling Part 2 Singing Edition.
It's really PM is the key dahil tuwing 8 PM, Monday to Friday, iaai na ang kantahan at kainang rolled into one. Abangan sina JC Parker at Marcelito Pomoy because it's time to sing, it's time to eat sa It's Singing Time! Dito lang yan sa Net25.
It's Singing Time!
Sa anniversary nila, kapatid! Wow! Bakit mo suot yung sing-sing ko? Anniversary gift ni Carding yan sa akin.
Sumaya tayong lahat. Kaya saya.
Open for Business is back, and with me is Miss Jaisal, the CEO of Vandara Aesthetics Elite. How are you, Ara?
Hello everyone! Beautiful morning po, Sir Cesar. I'm great. Kayo po, how are you? How are you there po?
Yeah, we're perfect here. And I understand you're in Tagaytay, Ara. How is
Yes,
Tagaytay?
It's cold here po, and I just recently enjoyed bulalo this morning.
Perfect. That makes me hungry. Okay, by the way, we're not talking about food, Ara, but we're talking about beauty this time. And during the pandemic, your service, your products are considered non-essentials. So how were you affected by the pandemic, Ara?
Actually po, our business, the beauty industry is greatly affected po by the pandemic because of the social distancing po, and of course a lot of things that we are considering po, the number of people that are going in and out of the business, and then po of course there's a lockdown for a period of time, so we have to close the establishment po for like quite some time, starting March up to October. And for that entire time, we still have to pay all the rentals, and the expenses po is still ongoing. And of course po, before the pandemic, we are also launching new machines that we already invested in, and di po nag-push through because yun nga po, COVID-19 happened. Ayun po.
Now, Miss Ara, when we talk about beauty, this is of course one of the favorite subjects of women like you and men as well.
Actually, opo.
So
And
now,
all ages and ano po, men and female po are talagang investing for themselves.
yes, that is right. Now, being an entrepreneur, we know that the pandemic has not really prepared us, especially the MSMEs like you. You mentioned one of the key issues earlier when you said tuloy-tuloy lang ang pagrerenta, and then you bought a lot of equipment already. How did you manage these challenges? Was there a backup plan somehow that you do? What did you do to somehow help yourself or inspire yourself to continue with your business even with the pandemic going on?
Actually po, we are very much inspired with our customers po and clients because they still want to patronize our brand even though the pandemic is, talagang lumalaganap siya worldwide. So we really have to think about something on how to deliver our services and products to them even though they're at home. So during the pandemic po, this 2020 last year, we actually came up with our at-home product kits. And ayun po, because of that, awa naman po ng Diyos, our clients are very much happy with the result. Even though they're at home, they can still do their pampering sessions. Not the service itself, but we have products launched like the soap. Especially po, the soap right now is very in demand dahil kailangan we have to wash our hands. But then even the soap is actually not just for sanitizing our hand, but it also makes us more beautiful.
So that's also a good thing for you and for your company, Ara, because although I said earlier that beauty products are not essential, pero tama ka when you said people needed soap, people need hygiene, and people need to really do this, safety measures. So, are you saying, Ara, that in the beauty business, in the health and safety business, pati wellness na, di ba? So,
Yes,
somehow you gained new customers and patronized by your existing clients.
Actually po, I agree. It's quite like, how will I say this po? It's like a blessing in disguise na we actually have no choice but to focus on how we're going to deliver the products to our clients without the establishment and the services and our equipment itself. So, naano po kami, kumbaga na-pressured na rin kami on how are we going to deliver it to everyone. And awa po na Diyos, lumawak din po yung market namin. It's a blessing in disguise din po since we don't have a choice. We're focused now on the products, on how to deliver it to them since they're actually requesting it. And they're referring it to everyone because in just a week, they really love the result.
So this time, Ara, you also mentioned about two things. One is this kind of delivery system. It's the mobility of your products
Yes,
going
sir.
to your market. And of course, informing them of the existence of these products that they still can buy it. So,
Yes, sir.
what were your challenges naman with logistics? Were there partnerships with delivery systems, that you had to do, or did you invest separately on special delivery systems for you to be able to reach to your market? And another thing is that, of course, you are young, and definitely you are into this into online business and e-commerce. So
Yes, sir.
in the areas of logistics and e-commerce, what tips can you share? Kasi sabi mo nga na pressure kayo eh. Parang there was no other way for you to do it. So what were your tips? What was your secret sauce, to make sure that everything will go well?
Actually, we have to maximize po the things that we have in front of us. Just for example po, we really have to find a good company to partner up with. Aside from that po, we have to maximize everything po eh. Of course, the clients who are patronizing the products, they love it. So, they're the good models po talaga, and they wanted to refer it. And of course po, because of the pandemic, talagang people wants to earn also. They want to have a side business. So, from the products itself po that we launched, nagkaroon po kami ng mga reseller program packages and distribution packages exclusive by location. So, sila na po, once they get products from us, once you're a reseller, you're an official reseller in that area. So, you're the one who's responsible for the delivery on your area. Kung ano pong pinaka trusted na logistics company there, yung reseller po natin yung nag-aasikaso doon. And of course, we as a company, we also help them to distribute the products. And ayun po, since right now, we can't really see our clients face-to-face, we also do a lot of Zoom meetings. Talagang na-maximize namin yung pagiging techie po. And even my sister, who's 16 years old, she's actually doing client meetings, and siya yung nagsiset up.
Now, Ara, my question is this. When you said people are patronizing your products, I learned two things there. One, you said because they wanted to earn, diba? Because they don't have a business, and everyone's stuck in their homes, so they still want to earn online. The second one naman would be people still wanted to stay beautiful even during the pandemic. Pero
Yes, sir.
was that, is there such a thing then talaga na, even if, based on your experience, di ba? Parang with all the consumers coming in, asking for your products, being in that kind of business, talagang did you feel that na there is still a demand for beauty products and services even during the pandemic? Is it your what are your consumer insights? Ano yung insights nila na kahit pala nasa bahay lang sila, they would still want to be beautiful. They would still even if they're wearing shorts or in household chore clothing, but they still would want to stay pretty. Ganun ba yung insight mo? Or mas marami yung gustong kumita din?
I agree po with you. Actually, two things also po. A lot of people are actually also preparing for, like, pag nag-normalize na po lahat, they wanna be more beautiful and more, more happy. Kasi po, being beautiful and being handsome will make you happier. So, wala pong magawa sa bahay. Siguro hindi masyadong makapasyal. We're focused more on ourselves. And we always look at ourselves in the mirror. And because of that, we want to do something. We can't go out and do facials. So, we really have to do something for our hygiene and to make us more younger. And I think it's actually an essential nowadays to look more young and beautiful, and because it makes us feel happy. And a lot of people nowadays are actually because of the pandemic also, they're investing in their health and beauty. And that's interconnected po.
Wow, wow, wow. Well said, well said. Now, Ara, as a young entrepreneur, a lot of people would also want to go into this business. In my introduction earlier, the beauty
Yes,
business
sir.
is so huge, diba? Not only here in the Philippines but globally. You know, it's a multi-billion-dollar business. Pero sabi nga nila, in our readings, this is a huge market already, di ba? At kapag entrepreneur ka, when you go into this business, there are specific market niche that you have to target, di ba? Because there's so many, the competition is very tough. So in your case, what are you focusing on? What is your, parang in terms of identifying who your market niche is, who is that? And what was your way na, sige, I compete with the biggest brands in the world. I wanted to be known with my aesthetics products. So, what was your philosophy? What was your marketing strategy to ensure that you will get a crack in this $1 million business that's really booming all over the world?
Actually, sir, that's actually one of the things that we're considering po, because there are a lot of brands that are actually starting pa lang po, and we're one of them. And there are existing products who are really well known to the market. But what we're trying to offer is the local brand po that we have, and that local brand is actually really, it works, and the product speaks for itself. And we want it na we want a lot of people who are about to try it to really feel that they will be more beautiful, and they'll be more happy when they'll try our products. Kasi po, it's really we actually use very much non-chemical ingredients, and po, nowadays a lot of people wants to be more glowing without anything na mahapde. So that's our that's our brand. And kasi po we're advocates of products na hindi po talaga chemical based. And po, especially now, a lot of people wants to get more beautiful na hindi sila nasasaktan. Ayaw nilang masaktan. So that's our brand. And definitely po, we use the high-end ingredients only. It's a local brand, but then we use only high potent ingredients, and we're sure that if they'll try it po, they'll be more beautiful.
Yeah. Now, Ara, when you say local products, are you referring to the ingredients? Are these locally sourced, or you still import some raw materials also, or is it a combination? Because of course, we know that when you get into importation, di ba, of raw materials, the product gets more expensive. So, is this your way? Aside from what you said, this is an advocacy, to support local products. At the same time, creating quality products for the Philippine market. So, when you say local brands, are you referring to the sourcing of the raw materials here in the Philippines?
Actually, everything, sir, is actually locally manufactured here in the Philippines. So we have partnered with a manufacturing company po that are also into, they're actually 30 years in the industry already, and talagang 12 years, I think, in the making po ito pong product po natin. And our goal is for our brand to be well known, not just here in the Philippines, but also internationally po, because we're really proud of the product, because it really speaks for itself po.
Mm-hmm. Now, with the Vandara products, Ara, we know that, as you mentioned, it's a local brand, and it is really operated, manufactured here, and you are marketing it yourself with the many establishments that you created. My question now is, siyempre with as you said earlier, you were forced to go into the use of technology, di ba? And a lot of the MSMEs kasi, medyo huli sila. Medyo hindi agad. They're not necessarily digitally prepared to go into this, di ba? In your case, what were your tech strategies, online strategies that you can share? From the creation of social media assets and pages, what are the online tips that you can share with the MSMEs, also the small businesses who would want to be like you, beautiful, but the business is still running, because
Yes,
especially in your type of business, what are your tips as far as promoting your products online and other ways to promote the product?
For the entrepreneurs out there po, we have to maximize social media. There's Facebook, there's Instagram. So there are a lot of platforms that we can actually focus on and study. For us po in Vandara, we're trying to really focus on Facebook and Instagram because a lot of our markets are actually coming from there. And especially po nowadays, it's quite challenging to be really present in social media because it's quite expensive to sponsor, a lot of ads. So we're really trying to study on how we're going to connect with our clients through social media and be really present there and be more connected to them. And we actually want po to deliver the products and services that we have and through social media. Like we want them to experience the service even though they're just browsing it. And we want them to once they see our ads, you want them to be engaged and totally, book an appointment. And po, right now po, myself is actually, ako po, I'm personally challenged with it. Kasi po talagang napakalawak ng ating, ng Facebook eh. And there are a lot of strategies. And good thing po, my fiance is actually into IT po and he's actually helping me and the entire team po of Vandara. Kaya po now we are more present than before. Kasi po na-appreciate talaga namin ngayon yung social media na talaga palang may market online. And it's actually a very, very big market and entrepreneurs should maximize it. They should embrace it now. Kasi po now is the perfect time actually to start the business.
Perfect. Now, Ara, you mentioned the where the business is coming from, and you realized that online is such a good platform to tap. But as the business, as consumer confidence is returning na, di ba? So nag-open ka na rin ng establishments mo, the spas that the clinics that you operate. Do you have figures on how a bulk of your business comes from online, or talagang in the experience, your experience even before the pandemic, marami pa rin pumupunta sa spa. So pero how will this now affect your business strategy? Would you want to still maintain or expand your online business? Social media, or do you also plan to wait and see muna in the opening up of the various establishments that you opened bago ka tumuloy ulit, because we don't know yet how long this pandemic is?
Exactly po, we don't know yet how long the pandemic will be there, so we still want to be more present in social media now. Kasi po ngayon po namin talaga nakita yung power of social media, how it really can help your business. And as an entrepreneur po, since this is actually the biggest challenge that I faced. I think because of that, it's and again, I think a blessing in disguise po na maximize natin yung social media. So we'll continue promoting through social media platforms, and we'll continue to research for it. I think this is the perfect time also to maximize the websites that we have for the kung kaya na natin mag-add to cart dyan sa mga website natin na if they have existing websites already, it's better para po we can deliver to our customers na right away through the website, or if they can also maximize to have an app. Kasi po ngayon, very, ano rin ang mga app ngayon eh. We're actually looking into that. And it's quite, ano naman po, another investment. But then, as an entrepreneur, kailangan talaga, we have to innovate, and hindi tayo dapat magpahuli. Not just in terms of marketing and being present in different platforms, but we want our clients to be happy with our services and products. So para po makapag-deliver kami sa kanila properly, we'll find more ways on how to maximize this social media platforms.
Wow, that's inspiring. That's why my next question, Ara, is where is this passion coming from? I know, and as I mentioned, as we talked about earlier, the beauty business is so huge. It's very competitive, but why did you go into this? Is it because it was already your passion? You have a background in this beauty business? What is it that you can also advise to the entrepreneurs why they should go into the beauty business?
I encourage millennials and a lot of people po na gusto magtayo ng negosyo to start now. And ako po kasi, siguro po I'm really passionate about this business because ito po talaga hilig namin, magkakapatid and the family. Lahat po kami, tatlo po kami, ang the panganay, and we're all girls. So we're spending a lot before, way back nung wala pa po kaming sarili naming aesthetic clinic. And when I was 18, meron na po talaga kaming business na aesthetic clinic ever since. We have the products and a lot of, beauty that we're handling. I want to be in line with the business that I really want to, yung talagang hilig. Kasi po pagka wala ka talagang passion with something, bibitawan mo ka agad eh. Ito po talaga yung hilig namin. I mean, making people more beautiful is my passion, and when they're happy, I'm happier. Yun po yung ano ko eh. So I think that inspires me to do more, and awa po ng Diyos to study more about the business and offer it to them kung ano pong ma-offer natin at an affordable price, of course. And you can be beautiful at an affordable price. So, ayun po. And quality pa rin yung deliver natin.
In terms naman of statistics, di ba, as you mentioned, you started very young. You started at 18. But what were your pain points in starting a business? Kasi marami tayong nanonood na MSMEs. So what were we know that the pandemic is really the biggest challenge, di ba, that people have experienced, that businessmen, both small and large corporations, have experienced. In your case, lalo na sa mga nagsisimula na magtayo ng negosyo. Katulad mo, mga bata, di ba? Mga bata pa. And it's good that, one example that you said was, okay, instead of me throwing very fabulous 18th birthday, di ba? You chose to just go into business. But I'm sure that when you went to establishing your own business, there were pain points. There were a lot of challenges. Can you cite at least 3 challenges, or the challenges that you have encountered in building this business?
Actually po, I think one thing is that when I opened the business po, when I was 18, I'm also studying. So kailangan po talaga good time management, especially for the young entrepreneurs that are thinking about opening up a business. They really have to focus on something that they're really passionate about, and wag din ma-compromise yung ibang mga importanteng bagay. Like study is very important also. So kung kaya po pagsabayin, I did homeschool po when I was in college. Kasi po para habang nag-aaral ako, I'm in the business doing a lot of stuff. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're planning to start the business, start as soon as possible. This is the perfect time. We have a lot of time, but we're still young. And I think another challenge, siguro po, second one, is that, of course, being young, ano po you want to get big kaagad, na you want to invest in a lot of things, but then you don't really have enough money before. Kasi po, you're still young. And nahiya na po akong manghingi sa parents ko. Kasi po, they already invested in something big, which is the business. And then me, I want to expand and expand and expand. But then, I realized, it shouldn't be like that. Dapat po, start small. And from there, aralin mabuti and make it bigger and bigger and bigger hanggang sa lumago. Hindi po yung parang, gusto mo kaagad lumaki siya, lumago siya, kailangan po talaga aralin siya ng mabuti para po I want to just to make it more successful in the future. And for me po kasi it's a lot of learning pa. For me, marami po akong dapat matutunan. Even though I started 18, I'm now 25. And being confident takes a lot of practice. And kapag may time na we're nalulungkot and all, you just have to pray. And kapag po may kulang pa na feeling natin na kailangan nating matutunan, let's never stop learning. Read and go on with a lot of workshops, trainings, even abroad. Kung saan kailangan talaga best na mag-invest. Invest in yourself. I think that's a good tip for everyone.
Yeah, that's interesting. Now, there are reports that they say the pandemic would still be here for so many years. In your case, Ara, have you thought of changing your business model? Or sabi mo nga kanina, you have to innovate and innovate. So, ito ba kasama na rin ba sa plano mo? Are you thinking, what types of innovations are you thinking to offer in the new normal? And you mentioned some of the strategies kanina na you have to embrace the online business, the millennials, but in terms of innovation, what do you think are the other ways that you think would make your business grow to adapt to the new normal?
The new normal, it's really, really challenging for us entrepreneurs, especially there are limited capacity with an establishment. And we recently just opened another establishment in Tomas Morato, it's a franchise. So right now, we actually want to be more present, aside from being more present in social media, is that we want to offer the brand more with entrepreneurs who are interested in doing this business. And aside from that, the franchise, that's for the franchise of our clinic. And aside from that, for those who are interested naman po in doing the franchise of our products in their location, kasi po there will be like exclusive locations for the products po . So we're trying to be more systematic about that. Kasi po, it's quite challenging to monitor the inventory, the sales. So we want to use the digital platforms more effectively. Kasi po, it's quite expensive to invest, but then it's really worth it. Yun po ang ating pinag-aaralan ngayon. And of course, the website. We're actually maximizing the website. Nire-revamp po namin siya para mas maging appealing to our clients and customers.
Now, one important factor, I think, based on some research in this beauty business is market research, Ara. So people will di ba, in your business, different products would have to be suited to different skin tones, different skin types, ganyan. So, how important to you is knowing, what your market want and how, these various products appeal to them. So, what types of marketing research are you doing, or knowing the consumer insights, to improve your product, Ara?
Actually, sir, because of a lot of people are wearing face masks right now. A lot are actually asking us if do we have products for maskne, and then so that's why we came up actually with our new product po, and we're actually always listening to our clients with all of their needs po. So that's what we're trying to do. And if they have suggestions and if they have other concerns, we definitely are actually trying to improve our new products po, kasi we have a lot of new products in line. And awa po na just we're also trying to, a lot of requesting po kasi na clients natin na they want to be more slim daw nowadays. So we're actually talking about like slimming coffee soon. Ayun po.
So it's aside from one of those innovations is really listening, to your consumers. And you also mentioned something about technology. So you said before the pandemic you were supposed to launch, diba, new products by buying equipment.
Yes,
Dito ba, how important are these types of technologies in the beauty business? Di ba? Parang like, say, for example, we see a lot of modern technologies now, that makes you slimmer, that makes you... Ito ba? And then you said, these are not necessarily cheap, di ba? You have to invest a lot of, money then, for this to be affordable. Pero sa mga Pilipino, ito ba ay I'm sure you have studied also the beauty regimen of the Filipino or the Filipina. So, paano yung reception?
Definitely love eating.
So ano yung reception ng Pilipino sa mga at Pilipina sa ganitong mga technologies or equipment sa pagpapaganda?
A lot of Filipinos nowadays are actually embracing our services that are non-invasive but actually very much effective. And with a few sessions lang po, they'll lose like 2 to 3 inches already. And they really love that. So we want to offer more of that in the future and more technologies that are non-invasive but with instant results. And yes po, even though it's expensive, we will be continuing to invest with the services that they will love and the new equipments that I'm sure they love. And with Vandara pa, that's our commitment to them. So thank you so much pa.
For people who are watching, for the public to know, can you give them easy steps to be beautiful? I know, and what are the products and services that they should avail of to stay young, to look fresh, to keep their faces, their bodies, and their whole personality glow. So, what are your beauty tips that you can share with our viewers, Ara?
Of course po, you have to always clean our faces and our entire body before we sleep. At talagang, if we can maximize all the products that we have, I mean, I personally want to endorse our brand, but po, kung saan po kayo hiyang talaga, and always clean your face and use the products na hiyang po kayo, and avoid using chemical-based products. And if you're if you're young na with a product, you can always try a new one. Kasi po ang skin natin talagang din po na rin siya nasasanay sa isang product. So dapat po we can also try something new. If you're afraid to try something po, don't use it. But if the product naman po and the brand is talagang there are ingredients na very good. Try it. Patch test muna kayo. If it's good, go on and try it.
Okay, Ara, before we end this conversation, what are your tips to MSMEs so that, especially the beauty entrepreneurs out there, also want to continue, making people happier and more beautiful, and be still in business despite the pandemic?
We have to embrace the new normal and let's prepare and be more inspired because of the clients that are trusting us. And, but nowadays, even though it's challenging, we have to do a lot of course, prayers. And aside from that, we have to really keep on pushing and be more passionate with the business that we have on how we'll make it survive, because nowadays po, it's all about survival, and we survived 2020. We're now in 2021, so let's be more positive. And I think the past that happened, we learned from it, and now is the time to be more present. And even though there's a lot of hindrances and obstacles that we might encounter, we'll just continue to rise above obstacles. Thank you so much, Pa.
That's inspiring. Miss Ara Jaisal Giao, CEO of Vandara Aesthetics Elite, open for business. We'll be back. Stay with us.
Dito sa Unlad, di kami mauubusan ng paraan sa pagbibigay ng hanap buhay.
Malaking tulong sa akin.
Dahil po dito makapagtatapos po ako ng aking pag-aaral.
Malaking tulong po ito, lalo na po sa panahon po natin ngayon.
Hindi kaila sa atin na ang Unlad International ay naglagay ng iba't ibang pagkakakitaan ng tao.
Kaalaman.
Tuturuan namin kayong gumawa ng mochi.
Mas bulky yung katawan nila compare sa mga Anglo-Nubians.
Because if I propagate that, I can sell it the same price.
Ito naman po ay palomino. Compact din po ito ang katawan niyan.
Inspirasyon.
I'm gonna have to recreate nature in our house.
Gumawa kami ng silya din, gawa din sa basura.
Yung nagbigay sa akin ng pagkakataon para bibigyan ko ng magandang buhay yung nanay ko.
At pagtuturo ng iba't ibang paraan para kumita tungo sa pag-unlad.
Tuturo sa programang ito ang mga hanap buhay na maaari nilang gawin sa bahay lang.
So lahat na oportunidad na pwedeng may tulong through this program ay talagang malaki pong may tutulong.
Lahat ng mga program ng tulad ng sa inyo na makakatulong sa kaalaman, kinabukasan, pangkabuhayan ng mga kababayan natin. Huwag sana kayo mapagod at magsawa. It's a blessing. It's a big help.
Ako po, si Robin Padilla. At ito po ang Unlad. Kaagapay sa hanap buhay.
Kinabukasan ay umuunlad, may kaagapay sa hanap buhay.
Open for Business is back, and our term of the week is from entrepreneur.com. Our term of the week is market research, the process of gathering, analyzing, and interpreting information about the market, about a product or service to be offered for sale in that market, and about the past, present, and potential customers for the product or service. Research into the characteristics, spending habits, location, and needs of the business's target market, the industry as a whole, and the particular competitors you face. And our word of the week is from Stephen Aitchison. He said, "Your outer beauty will capture the eyes, your inner beauty will capture the heart." Thank you for watching Open for Business. Join us again in the next episodes of Open for Business for more insights from CEOs, thought leaders, industry experts, and SMEs promoting business development in the Philippines. See you again every Saturday and Sunday here in Open for Business, where we discuss business information, deliver the latest business news to keep you informed and open for business, and be ahead of the curve from vision to action. You're on Facebook Live on Eagle News and Net25 TV, and you can watch this again in the video section of the Eagle News and Net25 Facebook pages and on eaglenewslive.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Net25 TV. Thank you for watching. For Open for Business, this is Cesar Vallejos. We live in interesting times.
Walang kwenta! Napahirapan nyo kaming mga mahirap! Pagkakasama mga anak namin!
Madam, si Ned nasa ospital, nabaril daw.
Ha? Si Ned? Kamusta po si Ned? Okay lang po ba siya?
Nasa operating room siya ngayon, operahan. Sana lang maging successful ang operasyon ng anak ko.
Halika, sasamahan kita para makapagpahinga ka. Halika na.
Ikaw ay at ako'y sa'yo.
Kumusta si Ned?
Habang may buhay, di tayo maghiwalay.
Umuwi na si Romer. Bakit di ka pa sumabay? Sasamahan na kita hanggang sa magising si Ned.
Sa langit at sa mundo.
Thank you, Thank you sa inyo ni Romer.
Oo naman. Basta rin na nandito lang kami lagi ni Romer. Para sa inyo ni Ned. Okay?
Patawarin mo na ako.
Ang pag-ibig ko kailan may di magbabago.
Ang daigdig ko'y ikaw.
Laging sa'yo, ika'y laging
Tuwing Sabado, ika-8 ng gabi. Dito lamang sa Net25. Ito na ang pagkakataon mong ipamalas ang natatangi mong galing sa pagkanta at pagsayaw. Kaya if you have what it takes to become the Tag-Isa ng Galing Part 2 Grand Winner, ipadala na ang inyong audition videos. Kung ikaw ay 18 to 65 years old, may angking galing sa pagsayaw at pagkanta. Ipadala na ang inyong audition videos sa tagisananggaling@gmail.com or contact Nikki sa 0977-651-9504 para sa singing category. Shing sa 0995-880-8004 at Nini Bell sa 0995-330-4653 para naman sa dancing category. Narito naman ang guidelines sa paggawa ng inyong audition videos. You can also follow and like our Facebook page at Tag-Isa ng Galing at Net25 for more information. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Tag-Isa ng Galing at Net25. Kaya ano pang hinihintay nyo? Sali na! Ipakita ang inyong galing, manalo ng 2 million pesos at maging bahagi ng pinakamalaki at pinakamalawak na talent competition on Philippine TV and online. Tagisan ng Galing Part 2!
Kuya John, bored na po ako mag-judge. Kailangan ko lang, Kuya John, hanapin yung sarili ko
Teka, ano ba problema?
Hindi ako dapat dito.
Isang ka ba dapat?
Basta, dito gusto ko Mas masarap pa rin makipaglaro sa mga bata.
Hindi kayo ka ba dyan? Talo ka na mag-isa.
Magtrabaho ka nga. Yes! Susunod na naman ang masarap na kaingan. Susunod na naman ang masama... Ano daw?
Because you've asked for more, we're giving you more! It's time to have fun tuwing hapunan dahil regular nating makakasalo ang bouncing baby wonder na si Boopsie Wonderland sa It's Singing Time! From Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. only on Net 25.
Hi, ito po si Aljo Rabenik. Iniimbitahan ko po kayo na abangan ako ngayong linggo sa Himig ng Lahig. Alas 8 po yan ng gabi, walang iba kundi sa Net 25.
Ano man ang iyong mithiin, maaasahan mo ako. Matinding pagsubok may dana.